All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, by Hashem YAHAWASHI, by Hashem Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in true sincerity. All right, this is the brother Rawchaa from GMS Los Angeles, coming back with another video in the spirit. And what I want to go into is, I was just meditating. I was thinking about, because the last lesson I did, I was speaking on the whole young doll situation. And I was just thinking, how, Jake has that hatred for their own people, how they don't have that same energy when it comes, to Esau and these other nations. Jake always want to puff their chest against, their own kind. And we ultimately we know it goes back to the curses. That's one of the many curses that fell upon our nation. Having that evil eye towards the brethren, even the women of our nation. We understand that, but it's just at the same time, it's we still speak on these things because these are things our people are doing. You know what I'm saying? We had, part of going out there preaching his word is going out there and telling our people their error, their wrongs that they do. And speaking on that young doll situation, the fact that, that someone feels comfortable enough to run up on someone in broad daylight when there's cameras, whether they were conscious of of them knowing that there were cameras or not, the fact that they felt comfortable running up on a man with the guns in public shows that how much respect, or the lack of respect, that our people have for one another. Because Jake ain't running up on Esau with no AK-47. Jake ain't running up on any of these other nations with no AK-47. They running up on each other with AKs, even the Northern Kingdom too. You know what I'm saying? Northern Kingdom do that to each other, vice versa. These are Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom, vice versa. They doing all those things to each other, but they're not doing that to the so-called white man in these other nations. They're not doing that. You all right? And this is why the world looks at you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, looks at our nation as not having respect, because our people don't respect each other. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go into the scriptures, on this topic, and I pray this be edifying to you bros and you sisters, few sisters that watch. So I'm gonna get right into it. This is Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord YAHAWASHI, ye children of Israel, for the Lord YAHAWASHI have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Lord of the Most High in the land." And that's true, man, because that's why our people, which I'm gonna get, it's gonna go into it later down the line. That's why, like it says, our people have no mercy, because there's no knowledge of the Lord in the land. So that's why you got our people out here just wild, just completely out of order, completely unruly. Like I said, the fact that you feel comfortable enough to walk up to somebody in broad fucking daylight in a public place and open fire with no regard for whoever else is out there. It could be children, it could be other people out there that has no idea, or you don't have no beef with them. Your issue is not with any of these other individuals, but the person that you're coming for. You just firing recklessly, into a bakery, wherever it was where he got killed. The point I'm making is the fact that they felt like there's no consequence for killing Israelite here in America. You know, Jake kill each other every single day. You know, and nothing. It's no nobody. Where's Black Lives Matter then? Where's Black Lives Matter when Jake getting shot out in the corner? When Jake are murdering each other in these ghettos? Where's Black Lives Matter then? Black Lives Matter. Black lives don't matter to other blacks, so-called blacks, niggas. You know? And when Esau makes statements like black on black crime, it's the truth. You niggas murder each other more than Esau is killing you, man. It says, this back in Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. It says, hear the word of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, you children of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans, okay? For the Lord YAHAWASHI have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood toucheth blood. This is what's going on in the midst of our nation. Okay? That we're doing, that our nation is doing to one another. All these things I just read, this is what our people are doing to one another on a daily basis. Okay? And like I said in the last video, Young Dolph, since he's a rapper, he's a part of this entertainment industry, you know, which like I said, I never heard of him till the moment, you know, that story broke. I didn't even know who the hell he was, you know. But since he's a part of that, you know, the entertainment world, him being killed is going to be broadcasted, you know. But like I said, that type of stuff, you know, that situation happens every day in the ghettos where Jake is at. Jake kill each other every single day in the ghetto, and a lot of those deaths aren't broadcasted because a lot of them, they weren't rappers. They was just dudes, street dudes from the hood. Nobody really knows outside their circle, you know. But the point is, Jake don't have that same energy when it comes to Esau, the so-called white man, and these other nations. All right, it says, by swearing, lying, and killing, and stealing, and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood. Right, our people, Jake love to brag on committing adultery, sleeping with someone else's woman. It's all over the music. It's all in the music, you know. They think they get brownie points by doing those things. You know, sleeping with another man's wife. But that's wicked as hell. You know, and you know, out here in LA, you know, in Southern California, I should say, you got this Crip and Blood gangbanging shit, and then you got the so-called Mexican Issachar. They have their gangs out here as well, and it's all, you know, it changes from generation to generation. At one point, you know, Jake was killing each other for you know, colors, and then it became what neighborhood you from. That's why Jake out here is widely known out here. Jake always said, "Where you from?" You know, they always asking you where you from. You know, because it got to the point where it got so bad out here. Jake was just killing each other left and right. So Jake started you know, it wasn't about colors no more. Jake would want to know where you from, you know, what area you from, you know. But the point is, they not doing that to Esau. Jake ain't walking up on no no Edomite talking about where you from. You see? Now I'm gonna jump down to the 6th verse because I wanted to get that because it's spoke about there's no knowledge of the Lord in the land, right? This is Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." You see, so this knowledge that our people have lack of is the knowledge of the Lord, of YAHAWASHI. So that's why they're destroyed. That's why our people are out here just reckless, because they don't have no knowledge of YAHAWASHI, which that's why the Lord has, he's raising up his servants, his prophets. In these last days, these latter times, the prophets are out there preaching now. The men of the Lord are out there preaching this gospel. So the knowledge of the Most High is being made known. But a lot of our people, they disregard it. Like in Proverbs, man, the 1st chapter. They have set a knot at the Lord's counsel. Because when we go out there on the highways and byways, start with our apostles and elders on down, that's the counsel of the Lord. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans, the ones of you that walk by the camp, that's the counsel of the Lord, as well as you Esau, you so-called white people, and you other nations. Okay, those men that you see out there that you perceive as crazy, bunch of fools, believe it or not, that's the counsel of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Okay, but going back to you so-called Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, when it comes to that energy, that negativity, that what's the word I'm looking for? Contention. When it comes to contention, you don't have that type of energy toward your oppressor. Because Esau has totally destroyed your he's totally broken down your psyche. He got you believing that he's closer to the Lord than you are. That's why you niggas don't do nothing towards the so-called white man. It's a psychological thing. Same with you so-called Latinos and you so-called Native Americans. Y'all got that complexity within your tribes as well. All Israel, man. All the tribes of Israel hate one another, even within the respective tribes, man. Judah hate one another. Benjamin, hate one another, all the way down to Issachar. But none of that energy is going toward the other nations and the so-called white one, man. The one that have oppressed our nation and got us out here looking fucking through, man. I'm gonna read that verse again. It says, "My people," this is Hosea 4 and 6. "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I'll also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." And what was part of the law? Loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Right? Which our people clearly have forgotten. Clearly. Like I said, man, Jake, before you even to feel comfortable to run out your car with an automatic weapon in broad daylight. And like I said, this shit happens on a day-to-day basis. You know, I remember growing up as a child out here, you know, in LA. I would hear gunshots every single night. You know, the helicopter, Ghetto Bird, Ice Cube rapper, he made a song called Ghetto Bird, talking about that police chopper in the sky. Because it was always drive-bys, it was always shootings. You know, Jake getting in a police chase. You know, all because of the lack of knowledge of YAHAWASHI. All right, got another one. This is Isaiah chapter 1. Sluggy, bear me 1 second. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 2. It says, "Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord YAHWAH has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people do not consider." You see, so this is why we're in the condition we're in. This is why our people we're in the ghettos. Our people murdering one another, doing all type of manner of evil against one another, because we rebelled against the Lord. We sinned against the Lord. So Lord, that knowledge of the Lord was stripped from our people. You know, because of our transgressions. You see, now we're in that time where the Lord is shining mercy upon Israel, starting with that election, starting with a small number. You know, he's showing mercy towards that remnant, the ones that's out there preaching His word, and we hope to be of that remnant. That's why the scriptures say to give diligence to make our calling and election sure. But see, this is why all these things are taking place. Because ultimately, like I said, we was under those curses because we rebelled against the Lord. All right, it says, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people do not consider. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers." And that's what we have become. Our nation have become a seed of evildoers. We're supposed to be the righteous. We're supposed to be the people of the Lord. But our nation is a seed of evildoers, man. That's all these niggas talk about. That's all these niggas brag about is evil. You know? Tattoos all over their body. You know? And anytime they speak negative about somebody, it's always their own people. You know? Same thing with our women. Everybody got all the smoke for their own people, but when it come to Esau, these other nations, they mouth don't work no more. All of a sudden, they don't know how to talk no more. You know, got niggas on the job talking shit. You know, talking like they big and bad and tough and shit, but when the so-called white man, the boss or whatever the fuck, them niggas change up their tune. Like, who the hell is this guy? It says, this is back in Isaiah 1 and 4. It says, "Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord, YAHWASHI. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward." Our people are gone. These niggas there's no hope for these niggas, man. You know? That's why, you know, being in this truth, you know, over time you learn to, you know, separate yourself from Jake, man. You know, Even though we got families and what friends, what people we may know, we keep our distance. You know, because really, ultimately, at the end of the day, the family is the brotherhood. You know, the ones of a like mind. You can't, because man, these niggas, Jake ain't shit, man. You know, these niggas nigga smiling in your face, got a knife behind their back, ready to, as soon as you turn your back, they gonna stick it in you, man. Bunch of grimy ass niggas. And the reason why, and the ones that they catching all the hell from, they're not doing nothing to this motherfucker. You know? But pretty soon, the Lord's gonna put that spirit, that all this tension building between Jacob and Esau in this society, pretty soon it's gonna blow over, man. Because this is Babylon, period, is division throughout this country. It's division, period, man. It's so many divisions here on so many different levels. It's crazy, man. It's so much division in this place. This place cannot stand. It says, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backward. Why should you be stricken any more? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. You see, so the Lord is saying, why should you be stricken? Why should, it's like, why should I bring, come down on you more? You're just going to keep rebelling and rebelling. It's just like a child does something, the child that's being unruly and he gets his ass whooped, goes back to being unruly. He didn't got his ass whooped. It's like at some point it's gonna be like, why should I even keep beating your ass with this belt if you just gonna keep disobeying? And that's what our majority of our people are on, man. Every time the Lord discipline us, Jake just keep rebelling more and more. But see, this time when the Lord comes, the Lord's getting ready to bring down heavy judgment on this place. And he's America, Babylon the Great is gonna receive a heavy judgment. And a lot of our people are gonna be caught up in that. And we don't want to be caught up in that. That's why we giving this thing our all to the best of our ability in all truth and sincerity, man. Because we don't want to feel that judgment, man. But Jake gonna feel it, man. The majority of our people, the wicked, evil niggas, they gonna get that judgment, man. All right, I'm gonna get one more scripture and I'm gonna close it out. This is Galatians chapter 1 verse. So I'll get there. Give me 1 second. This is Galatians chapter 1 verse 6. Oh, Sloggy. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted Ephesians. Sloggy, bear me 1 second. Oh yeah, this is Galatians chapter. I was right. It was Galatians, but it was the wrong chapter. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 16. It says, "And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them and mercy and upon the Israel of God." Okay, the Israel of the Lord. talking about, referring to the elect. That's who. That's what peace and mercy is going to come upon the elect, starting with the elect right now, because, like I said, the majority of our people, you know, they're wicked, they're evil, they're evildoers. Okay, and they're gonna receive judgment. Evildoer is going to receive. If you do evil, expect to receive the judgment of an evil person. Expect an evil reward. You see? So the point of me bringing that out is just to show it's all about the elect at the end of the day. Right now, started right now, in this time, this period that we're in right now is all about the elect. Okay, it's all about the elect. The majority of our people, like I just read in Isaiah, man, they're gone. They're going away backward. Okay, our people are just totally, they totally engulfed in that spirit of Cain, man, the wicked. And even in that movie, Menace to Society, the spiritual, because the main character, his name was Cain, and we all know Cain slew his brother. Cain is that spirit of that wicked one, man. And that's the spirit 2/3 of our people are in. They're in that spirit of Cain. Murder they own. Just evil. But anyway, that was it on that. That's the point I wanted to bring out. Like I said, just quick to the point. I pray this is edifying to you brothers, you few sisters that watch this video. Stay strong. We almost out of here. So with that, I'm gonna give all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, by Hashem YAHAWASHI, by Hashem Rawchaa Qadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.